Now, miss, let's keep moving. It's on your right. Here.
No, I'm usually in charge of the second.
So each maid has her assigned floors.
Yes.
So, back to the book. That's all you would need there.
Here we are. Good luck. She's all yours, sir.
Sophie Roy, I'm Detective Maurice Tremblay. Let's see. 21 years old, working at the Clownton for over a year. Husband?
I'm sorry?
Are you married?
No, not yet. I live with my mother. She's sick, so I have to take care of her.
No father?
No. It's always just been me and my mom.
All right, Miss Roy. I need you to tell me everything that happened, starting with this morning.
Oh, par la fontaine, les filles s'en vont et s'y promènent au bras des garçons. Tu les entraînes au cœur des buissons où elles étrennent l'amour en saison. Tu les enchaînes dans un tourbillon de vrais poèmes, car dans les frissons naissent toujours les plus belles chansons d'amour. Au clair de la fontaine, j'ai vu dans tes yeux mille couleurs. Quand la claire fontaine s'amusait au jeu de nos deux cœurs.
Document's done. Now just a bit of tidying up and I can go on break.
Longtemps de ce vieux parc, la fontaine, tu dans tes grands yeux, filais un jour la plus belle chanson d'amour.
No need to bother reception right now. That's a lot of money to owe. Just what did you get yourself involved in? And voila, good as new. Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe? A bed's not complete without its pillow. Good enough. You brought your own mug? Well, I guess ours aren't quite as complimentary.
Have you heard about that nut house they want to build next door?
Yeah, it creeps me out. Imagine all the weirdos who'll start hanging around the hotel.
I can think of someone who'll feel right at home. Look at her, always glued to that gossip magazine.
Do you think she has any real friends? Or is it just Gracie, Joan, and Marilyn?
Well, when your own life is that dull, you need to get your excitement somewhere. Oh, did you see Rebecca come in this morning? She was wearing the same clothes.
Now, don't you think you're overreacting? This is exactly the kind of behavior Linda warned me about.
She's doing everything she can to break us apart.
Sophie speaking.
Hey, it's Beth. Do you think you could come up real quick?
Sure. I'll be right there.
You're right, you shouldn't.
Now I realize I've been blind. I was so in love with you that I couldn't see.
What?
Let's see what Beth wanted to talk about. Hey, Beth.
Hey there. So, who's sleeping?
Sleep what?
You were whispering just now on the phone, so I thought maybe Eugene or Bobby were napping in the break room again.
Oh, yeah, no. It's Jacques and Wendy. They were, in the middle of something.
Ugh, it's so awkward when they start making out like no one's watching. Get a room. We literally work in a hotel.
Oh, I try not to pay attention to them.
I just find the sucking noises hard to ignore, you know? But that won't be an issue today, of course. Every sound is being drowned out by the phone's constant ringing.
Because of this storm?
You have no idea. You're the only person I've talked to today that hasn't mentioned the blizzard. I mean, until now.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. I guess I'm just looking for something else to talk about. Anything else.
Sorry. I wish we could talk more, but if Bernard or Linda catch me here talking to you, there will be hell to pay.
Oh, you're right. But it's such a stupid rule. It's not like clients
Guests.
would lose their minds seeing a maid walk through a hotel lobby. How do they think this place gets cleaned?
Magic, probably.
Yeah. Speaking of cleaning, wanna guess why I summoned you here?
I'm guessing there's something I have to clean?
Obviously. But what is it?
Did a kid throw up again?
God, no. Did that happen recently?
Yeah, last week. I can still smell it. Feel it, too. While I was cleaning, some of it got...
I'm gonna stop you right there. Keep talking and you'll be cleaning up after me, too.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you'll be glad to know it's nothing gross this time. A nice gentleman decided it was time to redesign the lobby and helped us by knocking over that vase on his way out of the hotel.
That's it?
I would do it myself, but the last time I tried to leave the front desk, Bernard emerged from his lair to scold me about procedures and whatnot.
Well, we can't have the beauty of the Clarington Hotel take absence from her throne, can we?
Oh, the people would riot.
Bernard especially.
Bernard's hardly the people. Anyway, I have to get back to work. There's a mop in the supply closet next to Bernard's office, I think.
Thanks. I'll see you around. That smell. Chocolate mousse. That smell. If only we were allowed in there. Linda's been putting these everywhere lately. It's weird that Bernard allows it. Okay, let's get that mop from the supply closet.
Linda, Wendy's great at her job. Guests absolutely love her and...
Not just guests, apparently.
Oh, God damn it, Linda! I only like her because guests like her. Making sure guests are happy is my job, after all.
You don't seem to care whether I'm happy.
Listen, if Wendy wasn't doing her job, that'd be another story, but I can't just fire her without good reason.
What if she stirred up trouble among the staff? Would that be a good reason?
Curiosity killed the cat.
Oh, Andrew, hi. I'm sorry, I was just...
Spying on our manager?
No, I heard something, and I...
Hey. It's okay, I'm just pulling your leg. I'm sorry I scared you.
I'm not used to having people around me while I work.
Yeah, you're always working alone up there, aren't you? I actually think it's the first time I've seen you down in the lobby. Don't tell me you've been sent to clean up after the Valentine's Day ball.
Were you here Friday night to see the whole thing?
Yeah. They had someone in charge of the event, but she ended up crying alone in the stairwell, so I had to take over.
What happened? Did it really go so wrong?
It certainly didn't go wrong for the people enjoying the party, but for those sober around them, that's another story.
Good God. I'm glad I didn't have to be there. I don't know how you do it.
And I don't know how you handle cleaning up after other people all day. You must see plenty of weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
What's the weirdest thing you found in a guest's room?
A few months ago, I found stacks of pennies in a room's toilet. Like, a lot of them.
What?
And when I got to the bed, the pillowcases were filled with pennies as well. I'm still not sure if that guest simply had a strange way of leaving a tip.
Maybe it was a penny robbery. Oh, I better go help Beth. It's hell here with the snowstorm.
It's okay. I need to,
Yeah, all right. Take care.
You too.
As if it wasn't enough having to deal with endless letters of advice from Raymond.
Raymond? What have you on?
He wants you to lower room prices. Make sure the hotel...
Okay, Sophie. Time to clean up that mess. Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited. Now's probably not a good time to disturb Bernard.
I'm really sorry about that. I'll have a word with our kitchen staff to make sure it doesn't happen again.
A film roll? The guest must have dropped it when he knocked over the vase. Probably should return it to him. Ew. I better throw that away. Now I just put the leaves back in the vase, and it'll be like nothing ever happened. Maybe Beth remembers who knocked over the vase. He'll want his film roll back.
I understand, Mr. Ramsey. I wish I could make the snowstorm disappear. I really do, but sadly, that's not within my power.
Beth, who knocked over that vase?
Mr. Spade.
Mr. Spade?
Well, I can check with the airport and let you know when flights resume. Until then... Yes, I know. You've said that already. But... no, that's very unlikely.
Beth said the guest was a Mr. Spade. The film roll probably belongs to him. I should be able to find his room in the logbook.
It may help to repeat his name, too. It's, God? G...
That smell. If only we were allowed in there. So, which room are you staying in, Mr. Spade? No, that's not it. Room 505. Great. That's on my floor. I can return that film roll without going out of my way. Poor Nicole. No one should be stuck cleaning up the reception hall after a ball, even if they did draw the short straw. This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it worse. Come on, Sophie. You're not gonna carry those plants around the hotel, are you? Let's put them back where they belong. Bernard still leaves these around the front desk? Guess he didn't hear Beth when she swore she'd burn the place to the ground next time she had to suffer through one of his sermons. Once I put these plants back in their vase, I can head up to the 5th floor. Bobby made it very clear he doesn't like anyone walking into his kitchen uninvited. Stairs, exercise. Elevator, convenience. Yeah, elevator wins this time. I'm not bringing these plants with me to the 5th floor. Once I put these plants back in their vase, I can head up to the 5th floor. I'm not bringing these plants with me to the 5th floor. This leak really needs to be fixed. I hope the weather doesn't make it. Come on, Sophie. You're not gonna carry those plants around the hotel, are you? Let's put them back where they belong. Come on, Sophie. You're not gonna carry those plants around the hotel, are you? Let's put them back where they belong. Almost forgot. I should go to the 5th floor to return Mr. Spade's film roll.
Hold it, please. Phew, made it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Was it you who cleaned the puddle by the restrooms?
Was I not supposed to?
Well, Eugene asked us not to touch anything until he's repaired the leak, but it's probably safer this way. Someone could have slipped on it.
Which floor?
Oh, 6th. Thanks.
What's the big rush?
I need to bring this to our VIP guest, the one who rented the entire floor.
Oh, is it that British man I keep hearing about? He's sort of a celebrity, isn't he?
He sure acts like one. I wouldn't want to be that poor assistant he keeps shouting at.
I wish I was assigned to clean his room. Can you imagine the weird things I'd find?
Be careful what you wish for. I wouldn't be surprised if the man kept a few skeletons in his closet.
Can't you tell me who he is?
I've never actually met him. I always talk to his assistant. Only Bernard knows his identity. I do have a suspicion, though.
Oh?
But I'm not sure I should say it.
Can't you at least give me a hint?
Okay, let me think. Whew. Saved by the bell.
Hey, come on. Don't leave me hanging.
Let's just say I like to prolong the suspense.
Wait. Is that the hint?
Who knows?
Fair enough. Have fun up there.
You too.
I should return Mr. Spade's film roll. Mr. Spade? Mr. Spade? This?
like prescription drugs. But what are they for exactly?
You are going back to my cart.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking. What can I do for you on this very fine day?
Beth, it's Sophie. Can I speak to Andrew, please?
Yeah. Hold on. Andrew? Andrew?
I'm here. Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, are you okay?
Hey, Sophie. Yeah, it's just... my trip to the 6th floor took longer than expected.
Oh, I'm sorry to add to your plate, but I really need your help.
Sure. What's up?
I think Mr. Spade's stalking me while I work.
Mr. Spade? Why would he...
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but sometimes when I clean the rooms, I get a little curious and, snoop through our guest stuff.
Oh. And Mr. Spade caught you in the act?
Yes. He took pictures of me. I found them hanging over the bathtub. He set up a kind of dark room. I think we should call the police.
Whoa, slow down a minute.
But...
Sophie, there are pictures of you invading our guests' privacy.
But I didn't steal anything. I was just snooping, I swear.
I believe you. But others might not. With those pictures, it could really blow up in your face if a guest were to complain about missing items.
Well, I threw them out.
Well, that's one way to deal with it, I guess. You said you found the pictures hanging over the bath, right? Were they still wet?
I wouldn't say wet, but a little damp, yeah.
Okay. So you must have developed them fairly recently.
What are you getting at?
Well, the pictures you found were left there to dry, but he could have developed more of them in an earlier batch. He wouldn't have left them in the bathroom, though. Probably stored them somewhere dry.
I guess I barely looked through his belongings.
And I guess it's nothing you haven't done before.
Andrew?
Nah, come on. A little joke's never killed anyone.
Any idea where I should start then?
Well, according to my notes, Mr. Spade asked for the combination to his room's safe. There's a good chance he stored more pictures in it.
Maybe, but I don't have the code.
Maybe I can... Give me a sec. Shoot.
What?
Bad news is, I can't find the combination list. Good news is, we can probably do without it. Most guests write their code down to make sure they don't forget it. So, say you wanted to look for it, I could keep an eye out and call you if I see our mysterious photographer return.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, and Andrew?
Yes?
Please keep this between us.
Of course. Don't worry about that.
remember this sale. I picked up that new winter jacket for Mom. I just visited the oratory for the first time in years. This has to be a coincidence, right? Wait, is that... I should take a closer look. Wait, is that... Harry's diner, too? Were we ever there at the same time? Is this... a floor of the Clarington? Morgan. Is that your real name? Why did you check in under Mr. Spade? I hope you aren't eating those beans. One more pillow, then you're good. Did you intend for me to discover your little dark room? Or did this just fall down? Locked. There has to be a key somewhere. Request to move to 507. Why did you want to change rooms? What do we have here? I'd forget my own head if I didn't write everything down. I guess we have that in common. You're pawning off your possessions? What do you need the money for? You spent 10 years in a psychiatric hospital, and it looks like you left with a long list of diagnoses and prescriptions. That letter from Bernard, was there anything on the back? The storm must be getting worse. I hope Mom's not too bored without her TV shows. Not right now, Sophie. I think there was something on the back of Bernard's letter. I should check again. Oh. No combination, no entry. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. Oh, I left the clean towels on my cart. Let's put those on the bathroom shelf. I shouldn't bug reception just yet. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. X marks the spot. But there's no way this is just a treasure hunt. X marks the spot, but there's no way this is just a treasure hunt. You didn't strike me as much of a doodler. What's that supposed to be? A 7? No combination, no entry. No combination, no entry. right now, Sophie. Who knew Bernard could be nice? Yeah, no surprise Bernard denied the request. Mrs. Beaumont's... There's something on the back. There's something on the back. Could that be a reminder for the safe combination? Could that be a reminder for the safe combination? I need to find some clues to decipher that code reminder. Damn it. Okay, Sophie, you should probably put this down. Now. M and H. M and H. That was taken in the lobby. That was taken in the lobby. I should make sure I've checked every page of the journal. You're going through their trash? Why are you following them? This looks like Beaver Lake. M and H. Maybe Anne.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hey. Just a sec. Beth, could you cover for me?
Again?
Pretty please? Sorry about that. So, you found anything on Mr. Spade?
Well, Mr. Spade isn't even his real name.
It's not? What is it then?
Paul Morgan.
Huh. I guess he wanted something a tad more exciting. So, I take it you opened the safe. What was in it?
Actually, I need your help again.
Of course. What's up?
I found out Mr. Morgan isn't only stalking me, but 2 other people as well.
2 other staff members? Who is it?
No, they're guests. I don't know their names though. I was hoping you could find them in the logbook.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Are you alright?
Of course. Sorry. I'll just need some more info to narrow the search. What do you know about them?
Mr. Morgan refers to them as H and M.
It could be initials, or maybe, I don't know, husband and mistress?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, I'll need a little more to go on.
I found out that Mr. Morgan made a request to be transferred to room 507, but it was denied because...
That's Mrs. Beaumont's room, right?
Exactly.
But why would he switch rooms? He's got his entire dark room set up in 505.
I'm not sure. I just thought it might be related.
I guess we can keep that in mind, but... Wait a minute. There's a couple staying in room 509. Hector and Marcella Cruz.
Hector and Marcella. H and M.
My thoughts exactly.
Do you know anything about the Cruzes?
Well, I was there when they checked in. Handed them a couple pamphlets on tourist attractions. I remember noticing that Mr. Cruz wears the same cologne as my father, but...
That's not much to go on.
Yeah, I know. Do you, perhaps, have room 509 on your to-do list?
I do, actually.
Would it be wrong of me to suggest you do some...
Snooping? I guess that's what I'm known for now.
Nah, don't worry. I'm sure we'll find a better legacy for you.
I'll call you if I find anything.
Watch out, alright?
I will. I promise. I must have forgotten my keys in the break room again. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. Okay, Sophie, back to the basement. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need my keys. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. Okay, Sophie, back to the basement. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. Okay, Sophie, back to the basement. I'll need my keys to enter room 509. I should probably check the break room. Come on, Sophie. That door won't magically unlock just because you want it to. I need my keys. I had my keys with me during break. I must have forgotten them in the break room. Did I remember to punch in this morning? Hypocrite bitch. What did Linda do? And to whom? That'll do. I'll just have to make sure I don't forget to return it. I should be able to open 509 now. Back to the 5th floor. Rebecca's had her hands full lately. I hope she's doing okay in there.
Hey, Sophie.
Oh, hey, Andrew. On break already?
No, not yet. I have to deliver something to our VIP guest.
Again?
Yeah, the requests just keep on coming. What about you? Aren't you supposed to be in 509?
I'm heading up now. I just had to grab Linda's master key before I could continue our investigation.
Ah, gotcha. What a day, huh? Tending to an eccentric VIP guest, discovering, well, what you discovered in 505. Pretty exciting as far as a workday at the Clarington goes.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. That's not all, though. I was looking for my keys, and I heard someone crying in the bathroom.
You sure it's not the old Clarrington ghost again?
No, I think it might be Wendy. She sounds pretty upset.
What happened?
I'm not completely sure, but I think it has something to do with the graffiti I found on Linda's door.
The graffiti?
It's 2 words in red lipstick. Hypocrite, bitch.
Well, Wendy would certainly have a good motive for writing that. You'd have to be living under a rock to miss how Linda's been treating her lately.
Whatever happened, I'd rather not get involved.
Yeah, that's probably wise. We wouldn't want to make things worse. Interpersonal conflict makes for a good read, but in real life it can be a bit much to deal with. You've always been good at staying above it, though. You get along with everyone.
I don't think I get along with everyone, but some people are worth getting friendlier with. Like you.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad not everyone around here thinks I'm a complete bore. Wait till Beth hears this. Well, it was nice to chat. Don't let me keep you, though. I have to head to maintenance anyway. Maybe Eugene can help me find the product our guest of honor is looking for.
Yeah, we both got a lot on our plates today.
I'll be ready and waiting for your updates on H&M. Take care.
You too.
Oh, I do have 506 next on my list. Should I pop in before checking out 509? No combination, no entry. More work for poor Rebecca. Hang in there, Reb. Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree. I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. The food's practically untouched. My first step should be to tidy up a bit. Searching a clean room is easier than searching a messy one. Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Wow, you look like a couple out of a magazine. These pearls, they look absolutely gorgeous on you. Though, I bet you could make anything look good. Person looking for you back in Texas. Was he really just a coworker? SW. Looks like you had a few appointments with him, Mr. Cruz. Or her. should... Mrs. Cruz got her personal information stolen. Is Mr. Morgan behind it? Who could blame you for seeking help? I'd do the same in your shoes. These scribbles don't look random, but I can't figure out what they mean. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. This looks right up Andrew's alley. I wonder if he's read this one. These scribbles don't look random, but I can't figure out what they mean. These symbols, they look oddly familiar. Looks like someone tore that note apart, but I'm missing some pieces. I can't make out what's written. Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room. Am I reading this right? The account's been emptied. These symbols, they look oddly familiar. You don't see someone withdraw $5,000 every day. Just what could have made you empty out your entire bank account? Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. I'm not sure how the children are affected by what goes on at a bar on a Friday night. But I'm no lieutenant, so... This is horrible. I don't think I'll ever understand what pushes people to go so far as killing. Wouldn't be surprised if everyone's a little bit more on edge today. Bad weather has a way of doing that. What were you apologizing for? And were you forgiven? I'll hold off on throwing this out just yet. No combination, no entry. I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Someone's been sleeping here. I should leave it as it is. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. Where could the rest of that note be? Should I check the other garbage cans, maybe? Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room. Hello? Hello? Andrew? Is that you? I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Where could the rest of that note be? Should I check the other garbage cans, maybe? Maybe I'll find more of those torn paper pieces if I keep cleaning the room. It's some kind of code. Could I break it? I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters. I should keep an eye out for those symbols. No combination, no entry. I've definitely seen those symbols on some of the things in this room. Maybe I should take another look around. Yes, these are part of the same set. I think I can use this. I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew. It's me.
Sophie, did you uncover anything in 509?
I did. I found a message written in strange symbols. A kind of secret code.
What? Awesome! Did you crack it?
It says, I will leave notes in the vent next to your room.
In the vent? What an odd thing to do.
Yeah. And whoever the message was intended for went through a lot of trouble to hide it. It was torn in 12 pieces and scattered in 3 different trash cans.
So the Cruzes are keeping secrets from each other. Do you think maybe one of them's having an affair?
Well, that's possible. It's quite obvious they're having marital problems.
What makes you say that?
I found an apology note, neatly folded next to a room service tray. I think Mr. Cruz wrote it.
Ah, so he got into an argument with the missus. I bet it's because he never cleans up after himself. Most arguments my parents have revolve around my father being unable to put his dirty socks anywhere near the laundry basket. Turns my mother red with rage. Did you find anything else?
I'm pretty sure the husband was sentenced to sleeping in the living room. I found a pillow and some sheets on the couch.
It's pretty obvious Mr. Cruz is having an affair, right? Mrs. Cruz must have found out. Hence the apology message and the night on the couch. What do you think?
Mrs. Cruz could be the one having the affair. I found a bank statement from a secret account of hers.
A secret account?
Well, that's my guess. It's in her own name and hidden in her jewelry box.
Why would she have a secret account?
I don't know. To hide an affair with a wealthy businessman or something?
Maybe.
And that's not all. The account was emptied about a week ago. A withdrawal of $5,000.
Whoa. Sounds like someone's planning to run away.
Yeah. I'll go and have a look at the vent that's mentioned in the message. Just to be sure we're on the right track.
Good idea. It's almost break time for me. If you need my help again, you can ask Beth to patch you through to the break room.
All right. Enjoy your break.
Thanks, Sophie.
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room. But which vent?
I've been waiting for this all morning. Me too.
Can't open these without a screwdriver. Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage. Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge? Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now. Eugene must be down in Bernard's office. I should go ask him for a screwdriver.
It's, Miss Belivet, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Oh, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What are you doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
Yes, I am.
Don't take too long.
No, I won't.
What's going on?
Oh, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. Seems I've made a habit of sneaking up on you today. Spying on Bernard again?
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Ah, gotcha.
Eugene?
What? Maybe you should go have a look. You know what? I'll stand guard by the elevator and, holler if Bernard approaches.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick. Aha! Let's get you to that vent. Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous. So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene. With this blizzard, Bernard's office will be a skating rink by the end of the day. Best to avoid that. Time to see what secrets that vent is holding.
Do you remember that loose tile from last week?
Yes?
Well, I'm afraid it hasn't been properly repaired.
What do you mean?
I mean that, it's still broken, sir. Someone put a rug on top of it, but you can still hear it crack. I'm just checking to make sure guests don't trip over it.
Is that part of your job description?
No. No, it isn't, sir.
Well, then I suggest you stop worrying about Miss Belivet. What were you doing in my office?
I was simply closing the door. Someone left it ajar.
Really? But that doesn't explain what you're doing on this floor. You know very well the cleaning staff isn't supposed to wander around the lobby for no reason. You wouldn't be lying to me, would you, Miss Belivet?
No, I swear,
It's my fault, sir. I spilled my coffee, and so I asked Sophie to come clean it up.
Your coffee? Mr. Rossi, you're not supposed to have beverages at the front desk.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Come with me.
Sorry.
There was a problem with the window, but it seems Eugene fixed it.
I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew. Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Hey, you got anything good for me?
I found another message written in secret code.
And?
It says, meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Who's Michael? A guest's husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Yeah, the cast keeps getting bigger. I'll just check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
That's really nice of you. So, Mrs. Beaumont is linked to the cruises, huh? I have a feeling we may be approaching the climax of this story.
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
How about I call up there? You know, to make sure no one's home.
Good idea.
Just a sec. Well, it looks like the room is ready for your snooping, my lady.
Thank you, good sir. I'll call you back. Looks like I'm headed to room 507. Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. Aw, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you. That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who is this from? Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere. So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh. I should wait till I have more to report before calling Andrew. Bridget Boswell. Didn't I see that name somewhere earlier? Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. You know the drill, Sophie. Let's sweep and snoop. Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend. Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged. I can open the chest now. I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere? Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you. So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing. Did Marcella send this? You almost look like Marcella. Mr. Cruz. Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean? Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont. He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible. a lovely shade of lipstick. That key looks so familiar. Why do I associate it with room 505? Think, Sophie. Where have you seen a key like that one before? In a safe? Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew.
Sophie, crazy timing. I've got something for you.
Oh, what is it?
I heard a certain Mr. Cruz and a Mr. Morgan had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who told you that?
Jacques did. Apparently, it got so heated he had to get involved. And it sounds like we were on the right track, because he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Can you guess what it is?
Affair?
Exactly.
How bad was the fight?
I think Jacques got in the middle of it before it got too intense, but he said Mr. Cruz looked like he was about to kill Mr. Morgan. So Mrs. Cruz must be having an affair with him, right? And her husband found out?
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
What about the second one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that open a chest with 2 locks? Okay, there's definitely something going on between them.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Probably.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, if you get me a candle and some plaster, I may be able to do something about that chest.
How?
I'll tell you later, okay? Just find those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I can.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
I would never give up on you.
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here. With the renovations, there has to be plaster somewhere on this floor. I should grab some before going down. Didn't I see a plaster bag near the stairs earlier? I'm guessing you've seen better days, but you're obviously still important to someone. Only menswear. Are you in town for a business trip, maybe? Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here. Wait, Sophie, you don't need these. Be careful. It's a slippery slope towards becoming a hoarder. Ah, this must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father. Didn't I see a plaster bag near the stairs earlier? Great! This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, I can probably find the rest of what I need in the basement. Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca keeps a stash of them, but it's locked. That must be the location of Rebecca's stash. People don't usually leave these unlocked. Beth definitely doesn't want more reasons to have to talk to guests, especially if it involves apologizing. It's locked. Fine. Keep your secrets, locker. Andrew? Gosh, I hardly recognized you. Guess this is from a different lifetime. Figures that if you were going to break any rules, it'd be the ones about which books you can or cannot read. What happened to you before you came to Montreal? Why don't you want to go back home? Have I checked the break room? I think I left my keys there during my break. Where do you keep your candles, Reb? I guess I should check the locker room first.
Wendy, where are you going? What do you want? Are you here to apologize?
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie. Syracuse.
I guess Andrew went there on a holiday or something. I'll need my keys to unlock the laundry room. Have I checked the break room? I think I left my keys there during my break. I'll need my keys to unlock the laundry room. Gotta hold on to these tight. It would make sense for Rebecca to keep her candles by her workstation. Ooh, is this a movie script? The map in Bobby's locker obviously refers to the laundry room. I just need to find the spot marked with the X. Stash uncovered. Got a candle. Now, what next? Let's see if Andrew is around.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, I remember reading a spy novel, I can't remember the title, it wasn't that good, in which they used wax and plaster to make a key mold. I'm thinking we could do the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Sure? No. In the novel, they used a special kind of wax, not candle wax. But I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this, shall we? First step, pour the wax, I suppose? Careful though, the pot's probably hot.
Hold on. That's not what's next.
That's it. Nicely done. Next step.
Follow the instructions.
Better wait a few seconds before removing it. Looks good. Pretty sure you can take it out now. I think we're almost done. All that's left is
That's not what's
to
next.
pour the plaster from the cup into the mold. Good job. So now we wait until it's dry, I guess.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
A few minutes, probably. We can poke it every now and then to check.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
No. But I like it. I feel like I'm in one of those novels I spend my days reading.
Have you ever read banned books?
What do you mean?
You know, books banned by the church. I heard, Copernicus is a pretty interesting read.
Huh. Funny you should say that. It's on my list, actually. Although I can confirm it takes a more scientific mind than mine to enjoy it.
I suppose there's a reason why those books are illegal, right?
Well, the church did persecute Galileo for saying the Earth revolved around the sun, and not the other way around. So, even as a man of the cloth, I don't mind saying their judgment isn't always the best.
How do you get your hands on those books? It must be pretty hard.
Well, if you know the right people in the right bookstores, you can get your hands on just about anything. It takes a lot of time and money, though. Sometimes these books come from halfway across the globe.
Really? It must be so nice for writers to know their books travel around the world like that. Have you ever thought about being one?
A writer? Oh, oh, no. I'm terrible.
So you've tried?
I thought for a while it would be my true calling, but one of my roommates read my manuscript and assured me it wasn't for me. And what about you? Do you write?
Not really. I mean, I have this journal in which I write about my day and stuff, you know? And sometimes I scribble down some story ideas, but I've never had the time to properly develop them.
Hey, why don't you come over sometime? We could read each other's writing. What do you think?
Okay, why not? Just promise not to laugh.
I won't laugh at yours if you don't laugh at mine. But seriously, I'm sure you're underselling yourself. With all the things you see in guests' rooms, that brain of yours must be bursting with great ideas.
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, look. I think our key double is dry and ready to go.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Well, I'm glad I was able to be of some help. I should get back upstairs, though. I've been gone far too long already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and you should probably be careful when you turn it. Otherwise, it could break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, Sophie.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out. It's locked. Careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break. Oh, shoot. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. Damn it. It's stuck. Damn it. It's stuck. Damn it. It's stuck. Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
Damn it. It's stuck.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella? After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected. Oh, Lindsay's a man. Yeah, I guess it was presumptuous of me to think otherwise. Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice. I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed. Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
So this was all a story about star-crossed lovers, with the lovers in question being Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz.
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Actually, I think I can help with that.
Really? How?
Well, some mail just arrived here for Mrs. Beaumont.
You've opened it, right?
What? Of course not. I mean, it's illegal.
Aren't you intrigued?
Of course. But I can't just... Oh, all right. I'll open it.
I'm a bad influence on you.
Well, you've been doing all the snooping so far. It's about time I take a little risk too.
So, what's in it?
It's a tourism pamphlet for California and 3 train tickets. What do you think this means?
I'd say Anne and Marcella are probably planning to run away from their husbands. Those train tickets must be for them and Michael.
So you're on a first-name basis now, huh?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah, like characters in a book. I have to say, though, I'm still a bit confused as to how Paul fits into all of this.
I'm not sure exactly. I'd say Hector hired him to find out about his wife's affair, which would explain why the two of them argued last night, but... Well, I think Marcella's the one who hired him. Plus, it seems he's a fan of her novels, so I'm confused.
Yeah, it is very puzzling. And why did he have those pictures of you?
We'll probably never know. I think the trail ends here.
I guess investigations in real life always have some loose ends. I was kinda hoping we'd have this big third act reveal, to be honest.
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
That's for sure. It helped me understand you better, too.
Oh?
Why you snoop, I mean. Piecing together people's stories, learning what makes them tick. It makes you realize we may have more in common than it seems.
You're right. Which is why the next story I'd like to learn is yours, Andrew.
Oh? Am I gonna find you snooping through my apartment next?
No.
I would love to share my story with you, Sophie. You're the first person in a long time who's made me feel like I can. Would you come and see me when your shift ends? We could leave together, if you'd like.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
I guess that wouldn't be so bad. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
Oh, I wouldn't be sleeping. I've got a reading list the size of the Eiffel Tower. This would be the perfect chance to put a dent in it.
That does sound like fun. I could bring my magazines and, ooh, maybe light some of Rebecca's candles.
Now I kinda hope we do get stuck here.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave. That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed. Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What has Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Is this about Paul? Does that mean... What do I do? I need help. Someone. Anyone. Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel. Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace. So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us. Paul was hiding out right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night? 9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504. Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise? I have to get the power back on. A, B, and Beaumont. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the gym. These look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here? I have to get the power back on. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far. I have to get the power back on. The fuse box. Just get to the fuse box in the janitor's closet, Sophie. It's not far. It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. I don't think there's anything here that would help me. Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box? Maybe an ice pick could pry open the fuse box. Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box? Maybe an ice pick could pry open the fuse box. might need this to restore power.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
Hello? Is anyone in? Hello?
Okay. This looks like something I can use to open the fuse box. That worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back. Nothing. Maybe I need to move some things around. Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Phone. I need a phone. There's a phone at the front desk. I have to call the police. Andrew? Where is everyone?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
Oh, 11. 1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you. Now, I just have to wait for the police.
Hey, you're here. I've tried restoring the power, but I think Eugene's the only one with the key to the fuse box, and Sophie? Don't worry, I'll find a way to bring the lights back on. Hey, you look a bit pale. Is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
He's back? How's he taking that whole thing with his wife?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Andrew.
Jesus. Maybe you need to sit down, huh? Did you call the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was he sick or something?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean... Jesus. Do you think it could be Paul?
What about Anne and Marcella? Their affair is a pretty good motive.
The police will want to ask you a lot of questions. You may want to be careful about what you tell them. With Paul's history of mental illness, there's a good chance they'll suspect him even if he didn't do it.
What are you saying?
What I mean is... that spending some time in a psychiatric hospital doesn't make you a murderous psychopath. But for some reason, that's what everyone seems to think. The police especially.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of that. But wait, how do you know about Paul's mental illness? I don't remember mentioning it to you.
Oh, look, I really should have told you before. It's just... when I was 19, I studied to be a priest. But I felt so lost. I couldn't enjoy the things I used to like. I could barely get myself out of bed. So I ended up going to a psychiatric hospital.
The same one as Paul, I suppose.
The doctors, they helped me get back on my feet. But when I returned to my hometown, it was like I had become a complete stranger. My mother kept telling me I was making it worse in my head, but I swear, people were changing sidewalks when they saw me, looking at me as if I was this dangerous creature all of a sudden. That's why I didn't tell you. I was afraid you'd look at me like they did. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I understand.
You do?
I'd rather not talk about it right now.
That's okay. You already have so much on your mind. They're here. Promise me you'll be careful with the information you share.
Yeah, of course.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now. I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
I'm not sure. I guess the doors must have malfunctioned.
A malfunction? Is that something that happens often?
Quite often, yeah. Eugene, that's our maintenance guy. He has to repair the elevator at least twice a month. We also have a lot of problems with the electricity and the plumbing. It's an old building, you know?
I'll have someone take a look at that elevator. If there was a problem with it, surely they haven't gone around to fixing it yet.
No, probably not.
So, what did you do when you found the body?
I checked if he was still alive.
How?
I tried to find his pulse, but there wasn't one.
Is that when you moved the body?
What do you mean?
We've found evidence that the body first fell inside the elevator, but was then moved out of it.
Oh, right. Yes, I must have moved him a bit to check his pulse.
Where on his body did you take his pulse?
His wrist. His left wrist.
Why not his neck?
Well, I couldn't really access it because of the elevator door.
The elevator doors? See, now I'm confused. If the body was still inside the elevator when you checked his pulse, then when did you move it?
No, you're right. I checked his wrist first, then moved him out of the elevator to check his neck. I just wanted to make sure, you know?
What did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box?
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But the box wasn't locked.
Isn't that unusual?
Well, maybe Eugene forgot to lock it last time he used it.
Or maybe someone tampered with it. Did you go near the ice machine at any point today?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
What shoe size do you wear?
Shoe size? 7. Why?
Well, we found size 7 footprints near the ice machine. I just thought they might be yours.
Oh. But that's not an uncommon shoe size, though. Is it?
No, it's not. So, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
I just assumed. What with all the blood?
I'm afraid I don't believe that, Miss Roy. It's more than an assumption, isn't it?
I'm not sure I understand what you...
I know you like going through your guests' personal belongings. Safes and suitcases left wide open. Makeshift keys left inside of locks. You haven't exactly been subtle about it, have you?
Oh.
Now, unless you want me to arrest you for violating your guests' privacy, I suggest you tell me everything you know.
All right.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
I don't really know anything about him. He seems nice, though.
Nice. I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh?
We found out that Mr. Spade is fresh out of a madhouse. When we called the place, they painted quite the picture of him. Did you ever see him display odd behavior in or around the hotel?
No. I mean, we've all got our little quirks, don't we?
Did he seem obsessed with Mrs. Cruz?
A little, maybe, but...
Obsessed enough to kill her husband?
No, nothing like that. We all have our obsessions. Me, for instance. I'm obsessed with celebrities and gossip magazines, and...
You don't seem to understand, Miss Roy. Mr. Spade is not like you and me. He may look like us, but he's not. He's dangerous and needs to be taken off the streets. So tell me, did you ever see him be violent or aggressive?
You're wrong.
I beg your pardon?
He is like us. We all struggle sometimes, some of us more than others, but there's nothing wrong with that.
You may not have noticed, Miss Roy, but neither of us are in an insane asylum right now.
He was brave enough to seek help. That doesn't make him a criminal. That doesn't mean he killed Mr. Cruz.
You know, I'm starting to worry about your own mental state, Miss Roy, since you're so eager to defend
And I worry about your ability to do your job, Detective, since you seem to be such a—
Enough! One more word, just one more word, and you'll be spending the rest of your night in a cell. Now get the hell out of here. I've had enough of you.
Bernard was strangely chipper on the phone. That can't be a good sign. I guess I'll know soon enough. Let's go see what Bernard wants. The atmosphere is so different in here. Well, it'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens. Bernard's probably in his lair. Let's go see what Bernard...
I'll go empty my locker.
Andrew!
Hey.
Are you okay?
I've just been fired.
What? No,
It's okay. I just need some time to process it. I'll be on the mezzanine if you want to join me afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ah, Miss Roy. Come in. I suppose you know why you're here?
I'm not sure, actually. Your phone call was a bit vague.
Yes, well, I prefer to have this conversation in person. We've been getting a lot of press lately, and not the good kind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the position I'm in, but I assure you, it's quite uncomfortable. To have one's life's work blown away like that. All thanks to some sexual deviance and a nut job. It's obvious to me now that I haven't been firm enough. For guests of such morals to be comfortable booking a few nights here and committing such a horrid act. Things need to change. This means elevating our standards to the highest possible level, and it starts with the people working here. It starts with you.
With me?
Yes. You've been quite the disappointment. I may have been too busy to notice it before, but now that it's staring me right in the face, I cannot continue to ignore it. You're fired.
What? You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
Hey.
Hey,
What a week.
you don't say. So what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I'm flattered, but that really wasn't necessary.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Well, I told him about my time at the psychiatric hospital.
Really?
Yeah. He said that didn't fit with the hotel standards and showed me the door.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'd like to be my own boss. No more Bernard looking over my shoulder. I've had this dream for a while of maybe opening a bookstore.
I can't say I'm surprised.
It just makes so much sense. I'd be able to combine the two things I love most, reading books and helping people. Granted, helping people find books is a far cry from helping them find God, but...
My mom likes to say, there's no job too small. Plus, just by the way you're talking about it, it's obvious it'd make you happy. And that's what really matters, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm really glad I have you in my life.
Me too. There's something you should know.
What is it?
You know how I tell everyone that my mom's sick, bedridden? Well, it's true, but I always leave out the part about her illness not being physical. I'm ashamed, but I don't want to be ashamed anymore.
Well, then let's be shameless together. Look, it may be hard at first, but I have a feeling a wind of change is about to blow. One day, struggling with your own mind won't be any more shameful than having chickenpox.
I really hope that's true.
It will be.